Good morning, friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Sidegigcrafts. Guys, have you got embossing folders too? I have got so many beautiful embossing folders. You can see some of these I've never even used before. And I want to play with them today to look for different ways to make background papers for my cards or for whatever project I'm working on. These would be fun for, this would be beautiful on the front of a journal maybe. This one. Got this one. This one I've used a lot, and I want to try something a little different with it today. So we're going to play with that one. And this one, what can these do? So these are not, these are the flatter ones that aren't the, these are 3D, and they're super, super deep. But can we do some of the same techniques with these flatter ones? I'm going to play with this one today and see. And then I've got some tiny ones. So stick around. Let's see what works, what doesn't work. You can learn from my mistakes because I'm sure I'm going to make plenty. Thanks for being here, you guys. Let's try out our first folder. All right, you guys. So we're going to try something on this one. This is the rose one by Sidegigcrafts. And I'm going to find, this is the side that's going to be imprinted onto the paper. So I'm trying to think how I want to do this. If it doesn't work this way, we'll do it the other way. I'm going to take, I want to use several different colors. I'm going to take my lightest one first and kind of smush it in there. Really, really good. Now I'm going to be doing this technique. I don't mind if my ink pads get a little contaminated by the next. It's fine with me. So if you don't want that, then you may want to do this a little differently. But I'm going to be smushing this in there really, really good. Then I'm going to take my darker one because, you know, darker won't pick up the yellow so much. And I'm going to be pushing this into different portions of here. I'm not seeing anything different. I'm just hoping that the pigment will be picking up in different areas. And then, like I said, I'm just experimenting, so I don't know what to expect. Then I'm going to put this one over the top. Okay, you saw how I did that. Oh, I should have cut my papers first before I did this because now I have to find paper that'll work on. Okay, so with these embossing folders, you usually want to get some, oh, I have cardstock cut right here. I forgot about these. These are great. You want to get your cardstock, and it's really good to spritz the back of it with water because that's going to soften those fibers to lessen the chance of cracking. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put this right on here. Close it up, and I'm going to run it through my machine and see what we get. I'm going to make my sandwich so that it fits. Your machine may be different, but I only need my platform and then the top piece to go through my Big Shot Plus. And let's see how it turns out. Either it will or won't. We'll see. I mean, it'll turn out some sort of way, right? But, well, that's still kind of a cool effect. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. Not nearly as much color. But it's still something, and I think we can work with that. Definitely something. It's kind of cool. It's subtle. I'm sorry. It's not even in the screen. It's very subtle. So that didn't work quite the way I wanted it to, but here's what I'm thinking I can do to fix this up a little bit. Make sure that's nice and clean. I can take, I think, let's try running my yellow pad over the top and adding some more color to it. Let's just see if we can beautify it a little bit. Adding some more color. You guys probably knew that wouldn't work, didn't you? That's okay. I'm just going heavy with the yellow now. Let's see. And then, so I wanted the red in there. I wanted the yellow, but I also wanted kind of an orangey color because, you know, fall roses. Yellow roses are my favorite roses. Just love the different colors and variety and variegations of it. Just so lovely. All right, and then I wanted to put some orange touches on there. This is kind of a salmon-y color, just to highlight those. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. See, and I got it. It worked. I mean, sort of. So next time what I'll do is I'll just run that red through and know that I can touch it like this. Well, you know it would be beautiful? We could put green through there. Ooh, we should do that really quick before we do that. I want to see how that would turn out. But see, I've got my fall colors in there. Hang on and I'll hold it up close, guys. So we just use the red. And then we've got our fall colors. Look how beautiful that turned out. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but it turned out really beautiful. And we could intensify this color as well, or the different colors if we wanted to, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. I think it's lovely. I really do. I think that's going to make a beautiful base. Okay, so I want to try something different. I do want to continue using this one though. I'm going to do green in the background because one of my favorite variations of these yellow roses is when they have the green in them. And I have a green ink pad up here. I wish I had the smaller one because this is going to be kind of awkward. And this one's archival, which I'm not super fond of using in my pads, but here we go. I have a cleaner. I can handle it. Let's see if we can kind of... Did I do the right side? I did the wrong side. That's funny stuff. I'm just going to town and it's the wrong side. Okay, let's try that again. Get that in there. And actually this will work well because it's this, I'm using the archival. I'll be able to use a different ink that won't mess up on there. I'm going to spritz the back. Put that on there. And I'm going to go run this through. Careful not to smudge that. And then we'll use some pink, some different tones of pink over the top of this. And see what we can come up with. See, we've got the green now in the background. I'm going to wipe as much of this off as I can. Really quick, sorry guys, I know. I'm off screen and everything, but I want to make sure I wipe that off. Okay, and then let's use, well, let's just use the colors I have here. Let's just use these. Let's go with this one. Oh, yeah. That. You can go with the lighter green too. I think I would go, and I don't know if I have a lighter green, but anyway, you could go with a lighter green on here, and it might even be, I'm sure it would be really beautiful. Or lavender instead of the pink. You could do a lavender combo. That would be beautiful. I wonder if there's a hydrangea embossing folder. That would be amazing. I would buy it. Let's try this one over the, I think I'm going to use this oxide. Oops, a little dark. I forgot it's a new pad. But that's okay. This is, ooh, this would be gorgeous for Valentine's Day. Look at that. Just hit the tops, guys. We're not smooshing this one in, just really lightly on the edges. You're just trying to hit the tops of those peaks of those petals on your flowers, just to add that variegation in there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Let me show you closer. It's not a hot mess. It's beautiful. Isn't that fun? And then can you see using like some rose die cuts over the top of it with your sentiment? So pretty. So I've got two beautiful backgrounds using that technique. You can use different colors. You can do stuff. So kind of fun. Or you can go more simple. Use only two. I mean, sky is the limit. I think that's going to be beautiful. Now, here's one other technique. Let's try the blackout technique on this one. Now, it looks like I'm only using one folder in this video, but you know what? Maybe that's what we're going to do today. But I want to try the blackout technique. And the reason why is because this might actually be a really good option for this one. So what is the blackout technique, you ask? This is an actual card base. The blackout technique, we're going to put this in upside down. And the reason I say upside down is because I have print on the side. And I actually want the back side to be my focal point, my front side. So I'm going to spritz it, put it in there upside down. Upside down this time, because we're going to be using the back side. And let's see what we get this time. If I try this other technique I've been wanting to try out. Now I got a little color from the folder. That's okay. That's all right. That probably helped clean it. So I want to use this side. All right, now what am I going to do to this side? We're going to color it. I'm glad you asked. We're going to color it. We're going to color it in with, what are we going to use? We are going to use, I don't want to use too much wet, so let's use just markers. Let's just try markers. Let's see what we got. I've got some pretty markers. These are my Temu markers. We're going to just use some pink. We're going to use some more pink, because, you know, roses. Or should I use my yellows and oranges? What? Should I use my yellows and oranges instead? We could do that. Let's use our yellows and oranges. It's fall. It's fall, guys. Let's use those. Okay, we're not doing Valentine's Day here. So what are we going to do with these? Now, I've never done this, so this might not turn out well, but I'm going to give it a shot. Now, we're going to kind of color in some of these roses. What? And it's okay if they're not perfect. We're going to be doing something else to this that's going to actually fix some of the imperfections. But we want to kind of get into those roses and get the color down deep, okay? We are coloring the back side of it. So go deeper than the points of it, or else your card's going to be wacky. Boop, 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 boop. Let's try a yellow one. That's not even, I don't even think this is yellow. I think this is kind of a yellow-green. A yellow-greeny color. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't used it. Excuse me, please. Goodness, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're crafting something today. I hope you're spending some time for yourself. Some much needed and well-deserved. I am back at work today. I've got to take one of the dragons to the vet. not my dragon today. I had to take my dragon the other day. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive to go take an animal to the vet these days, isn't it? Probably doesn't even matter what kind of animal, but exotics are expensive because you need a specialty, veterinarian. And so that can get kind of crazy. Is this the same one? I don't remember which one I used before. Looks the same to me. Let's try this one. But this time I'm taking in the store's animal. That looks the same to me. These two aren't the same. Which one is different? Oh, one's French vermilion and one's just vermilion. I'm not sure what the difference is, but let's just color it. That looks the same to me, but that's okay. Should we put some pink in here too? Let's put a little pink in there. No, let's don't put a little pink in there. Are these also the same? This is French fresh green and lemon yellow. That must have been lemon yellow. Let's try fresh green. See, that doesn't look green at all. I'm not sure. I'm worried because I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. So I'm just kind of playing, guys. I have no idea. How is this fresh green? It's yellow. It's about as yellow as it gets. Thanks, Timu, for your perfect labeling of colors. I'm going to kind of shade those into each other a little bit. In fact, I'll even shade those into each other for a little bit, because why not? Get those colors blended and stuff. Don't know if it'll make a difference in the end, but I feel like I could put some green in there. Is this one really green? It says it is. How green should we go? Well, we don't have green roses. What am I doing? How about a pink? Let's do a pink in here. Let's just play with color. How about that? Pink is beautiful with orange and yellow. It's a bouquet. We would expect to see some pink, right? Let's just dig that in there. Well, guys, I might not be able to do as much with all these folders, but we're at least having some fun with this one. I'll be picking up another one before we're done. Don't worry, don't leave. I'll be playing with others. Don't leave. Come on, watch some more. In fact, I wanted to make sure that I mention, hit this like and subscribe button, guys. Hang out with me more often. Come and subscribe and be notified and all the good things. I do love crafting, and I do love having you here with me and enjoying our time together. It really means a lot to me. So I hope that you will consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out. It's free for you. But I would love to hit those magical numbers where, I start getting plaques and stuff. I think that would be fun. I'm really far from that, but, it would be fun. And one more time, let's get another darker purple in there. Why not? Why not? I think this is darker. I don't know. A pink. It's a darker pink. That works too. And get some color in here. All right. So what am I going to do next? So this is called the blackout video, the blackout method. I don't know if I'm actually doing it correctly, but I think I am. And what's going to come next is I'm going to take a black ink pad. I'm a little bit worried about that because my ink pad, I've realized, is extremely juicy because I overfilled it. So I'm hoping that this just doesn't do a disaster. And if it is, sorry, it might be. So we're going to take an ink pad. Look how juicy it is. And ever so lightly, if possible, we're just gonna Swipe over the top. Yup, we're going to swipe over the top. And if we do it correctly, only the color down below the surface of those highest points is going to show. This will kind of outline those roses, allegedly. I'm not loving it so far. Not loving it. Actually, I kind of do. You know, it would be cool too is maybe using a brown one would be a little bit more my taste. I'll have to try that off screen so you don't have to. Actually, I could do another one and color it off screen so you don't have to put up with that again. Actually, I do like this, but I think a brown one would be grungy for, you know, more my style. It's neat though, right? Can you guys see that? That is really cool. So this definitely works. Just go lightly. That's really cool. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it closer to you. Isn't that neat? I like it. Even with the white in there, that doesn't bug me much. It just kind of adds a little bit of something. It's kind of neat. You can see some of the drag marks up in there like brushes. I like it. Okay, so we've got a couple different things going on there. Where's my towel? Because there it is. Where's my towel? Should I do one more with this one or should I just move on? You guys sick of that folder? How about, I think it would look really pretty to do like a pink one and use a brown over it. I think it would be more of a vintage feel. I think we could accomplish that. I think also that I can, knowing how the technique works, I think I can probably imagine that and not have to do it for you. Or we could do it on something like this one. Now this is a little tiny one. I've never used this folder. And I'm thinking it would be so much fun to use. This is a texture fade. I don't know what that means, but it is really cool. So what do we want to do with this one? I'm imagining this one on craft paper. And I may actually have some craft paper here. Oh, I do, but it's that thing. I don't want to use that thing. Or maybe I do want to use that thing. I have an accordion here. I'm going to cut it. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to cut it because you know what? It's a scrap. I say it's a scrap. I've been wondering where my craft cards went because I have some blank envelopes and now I think I know what I did with them. I made accordions. Yep, I did. And I could have really used those cards. Well, all right, let's do this a couple different ways. I'm going to have enough, obviously, to make two. So let's just cut this here. Again. If I do it, I was thinking about using pink. If I do, more black in my finger. I'm wondering if I can get, how deep I can get this pink in here. If I smush it in there, because I've got a really full pad here. What if, I don't know if it's in, oh, it's not in the grooves, so that won't work, but let's just leave it like that. spritz the back and see how that turns out. Since I haven't used this folder, I have no clue how it's going to turn out, like, at all. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, Gretchen. Where are you going? Where are you going? Did you have enough in your belly? You got fed this morning? You feeling good? All right, so this one is a little lighter, smaller design. It's really pretty. The pink doesn't show up very well, but it's definitely stamped in there, but not in the grooves. So with that being said, I should have used a different color, but that's okay. So if it's not stamped in the grooves or on the in the high points, then we can take another pad and let's take, I'm trying to think of things I can use for the holidays, guys. Let's take a silver, why not? And let's just go lightly over that, because we're going to use the same technique as the other in a little more planned way, but we're just looking at different things that we can, you know, different results we can get, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to tip my camera different. Sorry. This seems to be my workspace down here just a little bit more. So let's move you to there instead of trying to work unnaturally, because that just doesn't help. All right, go lightly because that's really pretty. So we've got another background that we could use. That silver really pops too. How fun is that? Okay. What do you think about that one? That's kind of cute, right? Now we could go back in here and use some different color in the middle. But I feel like I'm seeing a different color in the middle anyway. My eyes are just doing that to me. It looks a little bit gold in the middle. And that would be kind of cool too. So that's a fun little toy. I like it. There's a fun one. All right, I don't want to necessarily do that one again just because, I mean, we're doing the same thing. Okay. How about, what can we do? Oh, you know what? I want to try this one. We're almost half an hour into it, and I want to see what this one does. Now, because this one isn't a 3D effect, that's why I want to do this one. And I want to see if, first of all, I want blue. I want blue on there. I guess I'm not trying a bunch of different techniques. I guess I'm just trying this kind of similar techniques on the different folders, huh? Let's use, I'm going to use a couple different blues on there. Let's use a couple different ones. Maybe even some silver. Where is all this confetti coming from? It's all over the place. Okay. Let's do this. Now, I'm going to go lightly on this one too because I don't want to go into the grooves. I mean, I just unwrapped this, right? Am I getting anything off of there? Yeah, I guess I am. I can't see it, but it's there subtly. This one probably be the same way. I think I got these pads on clearance at Hobby Lobby at one point, or Michael's or something. I didn't. Okay, and then, oops, I missed some over here at the edge. I want to make sure I do get this one fully covered because I want the snowflakes to show. So that's important because they are going to be white. And then I think if they're raised enough, we might be able to do something fun. Now, I don't need to necessarily, I'm going to spritz it anyway, guys. I don't know that I need to on this one because it's not a because it's not 3D, but I think I'm going to because I don't see that it would do any damage. It would only serve to help get the creases in there. So I'm going to go ahead and run this one through. Oh, I can see the colors in the folder now that I've closed it. See them in there? Let's see how that turns out. I might actually need to put a shim in this one because these folders aren't as thick, which I'm finding I can slide it right through. So let's put a shim here. If I have a shim that would work. Just a piece of paper. Any little thickness would help, probably. Let's get it out and see. Do I need it or do I don't? Did it do its job? It did not do its job, so I definitely need to do something here. And let's put more magic mat down. Sorry guys, I'll be right there. I'll be right there, I promise. And then my ink might be dry. Or not. I don't know. Put it right back. We'll do the grand reveal together. Oh, wow. Oh, that's my favorite one of all of them so far. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to be making about 1,000 of these for my Christmas cards and winter cards. Isn't that beautiful? Holy cow. That's my favorite one. How simple was that? Can you imagine the little penguins or little snow bear or anything on there? That's so cute. I've been making lots of those. I'm in a Christmas mood. What can I say? You could do these in a lavender. You could add some purples in there. So cute. Huh, the simplest one was my favorite. All right, I think each one is my favorite. Let's try this one. I want to see about putting a, what it would look like with I can't think. Silver over the top. I think I'm just going to use this. In fact, I'm going to put I'm going to use my, not archival. I'm going to try something grungy. Imagine that. We're going to just put this over the top right here. Going in. And I kind of want it to go down in there as much as I can. So that's why I'm thinking this juicy pad is going to be the answer for this one. Again, we're going to spritz the back. Not sure what we're going to get here. Run that puppy through. Don't need my magic mat on this one because it's going to be thick enough. I don't want to tear everything. For my sandwich. So thanks for experimenting with me today, guys. I don't have any finished cards for you, but you know what? Playing is important. That's part of crafting. We have to allow ourselves that time to play. Ooh, that's a cool look. That's very different, and I am not mad at it at all. I like that. I'm going to wipe this ink out of here. I probably could have done a second print with all that ink that was spilled in there, but that's okay. I really love that. Look at how cool it is. Now, see, I've never done it on craft paper with this one before. I want to put the silver over the top. Yes. That's pretty nifty. See that silver popping up? Hang on, and I'm gonna pick it up for you so you can see it better. Trying to make sure I only get the top of those letters and not down below that. Now, if it's not dark enough in certain spots, you could always go back with a marker and just kind of dab it in there. But look at that. That's pretty cool, right? I love that. That is an awesome, awesome thing there. And I love it on the craft paper. Super cool. Okay, there we go. There's that one. What else? I've got this leaf. And I was thinking about variegated, but I think we learned about this one on the roses. I don't think I need to do this one to learn what I was thinking I wanted to learn. Maybe we won't do this one. But this one actually cuts them out at the same time, which is kind of neat. So you'd have to be able to get your ink in here and or color it when it's done. Let's do it anyway, because I'd like to try the craft paper in this one, and we'll color it when it's done. These cards apart. What was I thinking? Why did I do that? I think I was going to make little books out of them, and I never did. All right, I don't know that I want to, yeah, I will, I guess so, because it's still 3D, right? So we'll go ahead and wet it. And I might have made that a little small, but that's okay. Ouch. Oh, twist my knee. These are supposed to cut them out at the same time, so we'll see how this works. I don't think I've used one before. Did it work? Mostly, I think so. I don't know, it's still stuck in there. Nope, I might have needed a shim on this one too. So I'm gonna go ahead and, well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute, it's coming. Am I gonna ruin it? Maybe. I think it's because it's wet, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't have wet it. Next time I'll try not wetting it. But I think the fibers gave a little bit. Okay, that's kind of cool. And you know what? This craft paper actually makes it feel textured and a little bit realistic. And that's kind of a cool thing. Now, maybe it would be a good idea to color your paper before you put it in there. Like watercolor would be fantastic. But I'm thinking, let's maybe just dab some color onto it. I'm not trying to hit the high points. I'm actually trying to color it on this one. The folder doesn't, it's not as exaggerated 3D as the others. I don't think I'm going to be able to get yellow to show. That was the orangey one. Where's my green? Oh, my green. Oh, shoot, I forgot about the green. The green is ginormous. What about inks? Hey, duh, this is ink. What am I thinking? Look, you guys. I'm trying to dab everything, and I've got brushes and stuff. We could do this. I just don't have a lot of room because I've crowded myself out. I've actually got a lot of room today because my desk is pretty clean, but get some green in there. Not a lot of green because, you know, fall, but that's kind of cool. Get in there, green. Let's put some brown on it too. And I'm going to go all the way with Scorched Timber. And I think I want to use this guy because on this one, I think I will go over just the top. Ooh, neat. Okay. Maybe not as heavy-handed as that, but it's still pretty cool. Maybe go around the edges. That's kind of a little realistic looking, isn't it? Wrap that up and I'll show you again. That's kind of cool. That leaves some opportunities open. Can you guys see those as, you know, maybe stuck into a journal or onto a card? They look fairly realistic. Maybe not my coloring, but the texture and everything. I think those are awesome. All right, so there's something else we learned today. Are you learning? I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay, so there's that folder. That's kind of cool. We use that one. This one, I've already used this one so much, I'm hesitant to use it again. Ooh, let's do... I was thinking about maybe doing that other technique on this one, but there's so much open space, I don't think I'm going to. This one would be fun to do. How would I want to do that one? Let's do, I only want to do one more because we're getting to that point where, let's do this one. So I'm thinking the snow thing. Let's do this like the other blue and white one. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see how this one turns out. And I think I'm going to do this kind of in an ombre. So we'll do darker blue up here. And then we'll do the lighter blue. I should have gone backwards. I should have done the lighter then the darker, but that's okay. We'll do the lighter here. And what do you think about silver at the bottom? What? Let's do silver at the bottom. Why not? That's the question. Why not? I don't know how it's going to turn out. So we're learning. Okay, and then I need white cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and wet the back of it once again. I think I did with the other one. Put that on there. And let's run it through and see what we get. I can't see the silver on through here, but that's okay. It might show still. Put Magic Mat down. I just want the bottom color to be subtle anyway, so even if that silver doesn't show, that's okay. So I'm really just looking for the ombre. So I think that would be really beautiful in the card. And let's see how it turned out. Lovely, except, you know, the silver didn't show up, but look at the snow. That's really cute. And actually, I mean, even though the silver didn't show up, I don't care about that too much, because if I put this on the front of a card, my character is going to be standing here, and that'll actually ground him. So I was thinking the silver might be fun to have down here, but it's fine. I'll just try again another time. But you guys, this is so fun. I hope that you'll get out your embossing folders too, and just play, have some fun with it. Let's do one more because I've never made this one either. Look, it's still in the package, still in the clearance package. One more, and I think we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one in. I'm gonna do this one on craft paper because I'm really liking that. It's kind of my thing. Cut this one again. I've truly been going through all my scraps and stuff, you guys, and just really making a dent in them this last week. It's been a lot of fun. Which way's the front? Okay, so I'm just spritzing the back, and I want to just highlight this one when it comes out, so let me run this through. But getting a lot of different projects done, whether it's journals or cards. I've been having fun with it and just really making a dent. Tossing stuff that I know is never going to get used. You know, sometimes we got to do that. Sometimes I've been able to condense my boxes. I'm hoping to do a walkthrough eventually with you. So that's how that one turns out. That is just stunning. Stunning. And I wish I could find my gilding wax because it's supposed to live right here. And I just haven't been able to find it lately. I don't know what happened to it, but it doesn't live there right now. Wait. Nope. It's not there. Okay. So we'll just use a gold. We'll use a gold ink pad. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try. It's going to work really, really well, actually. Wow, that's beautiful. The gold on the craft is stunning. Just go lightly over. You can do more passes if it doesn't pick up the first time. Holy moly. That just looks so elegant. So basically, my favorite techniques here that we did today were the easiest ones, the simplest ones, the cleanest background ones. Look at that. Can you see that? How pretty is that? Just all the little gold glittery beautifulness. I think that's going to make a beautiful card. So let's see what we've got. We've got this one. We've got a background for our snowy critters. I don't want to put anything on top of that because it might be still wet. And then we've got our grungy typewriter, our type print. We've got another beautiful snowflake. We've got this fun little something or other. Like it looks like, reminds me of wallpaper. We've got this gorgeous bright floral with the blackout technique. We've got another floral there. And then we've got the yellow one. I think this one and this one I think are my two favorites out of all of these. I think those two are my favorites. Tell me which one's your favorite down in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have another idea that you think I should have tried or should try next time, let me know that too, you guys. But for now, that's it. I want to thank you again for being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.